a school community I'm just trying to build, but it's all about, trying to get clients for different AI projects. And my foot in the door that I'm really focusing on right now is Jeff Hershey's little QR codes to get reviews. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not.
Slightly. So
yeah, so essentially it's an AI program that when somebody is in a restaurant, for instance, they come up and they say, yeah, I had a great time. We'll click here and get this, and it takes them directly to their Google business profile and then gives them suggestions on what to write in.
Love it.
And then it also, on the other end, the business owner or manager gets, when anybody leaves a post, they get an AI written response so that they can respond to it quickly, and all that boosts the Google business profile.
Love it. And so our core customer there is restaurateurs, restaurant owners, yes?
I mean, it works anywhere. That's one of the focuses.
Okay.
Home services works great.
Love it. So you showed a coaster there in home services. It could be something else even besides a coaster.
Yeah. It can be an actual little business card.
Okay. So I love it. I love it. So two ways you can get leads. You can buy them, right? Or put posts out there organically, and those leads reach out to you. Another way that you can get leads, Owen, is you can reach out to those leads. Let's give you a little tune-up on both of those fronts, all right? Okay. Are you running any campaigns right now that are collecting or giving you the names, the phone numbers, the emails of potential clients that are interested in your product, in your service, in implementing these QR codes so that they can get more reviews, they can get more visibility, they can lift their presence on Google, all of that good stuff that you just went through with me? Are you getting leads right now, inbound leads?
I'm right on the edge of getting them. I'm getting leads that are provided to me, but so Jeff Hershey has a program where he provides leads, 1,000 leads a month, and then he's got a cold email campaign that we email to, and I've just been getting it set up, so I'm just on the edge of that.
All right. When you get those leads, are you going to get phone numbers?
Yes.
Okay. If you were to reach out to one of those phone numbers, what would you say?
Well, I mean, we do get phone numbers, but the focus mostly is cold email. The problem with these right now, I have another program that does the same thing. We're getting leads where people are searching, but so we capture the information when they actually do the search. And if you just call them up right away and say, hey, I know you're looking for a new roof, they're a little bit freaked out about that. So the more effective way is using cold email marketing.
How many calls you make?
How many calls? Mm-hmm. I'm not making them right now.
Okay, so how do you know that the email is more effective? Because an urban legend told you, right?
An influencer suggested that.
Yeah, an influencer. Be real careful, right? There's a lot of misinformation running around. Now, you had said new roof. You had said new roof, so I thought we were doing coasters and leads, but now we're doing new roofs. Which is it that we're doing?
We can do either one. I don't care.
Okay. Either one, I want you to call them. Why do you think I want you to call them? How many emails do you get a day, Owen? How many emails do you get a day?
Many.
Many. By many, how many?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. How many calls do you get a day now?
Probably 15, 20.
Okay. Big difference, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And on those calls that you get, I'm assuming you don't answer the phone with most of those calls because you're like me and everybody else, correct?
That's exactly right.
Out of those 15, 20, how many leave you a voicemail?
Not very many.
By not very many, if your phone's anything like my phone, that number is 0. You get a lot of random ass numbers that call you. You're assuming those are sales calls. We're assuming they're sales calls.
Right.
And yet they do 0. Okay, so you're getting leads. You mentioned somebody's name, you're on a program, I'm getting hundreds, if not thousands, or I'm about to get hundreds, if not thousands. The influencer, the guru, the whoever the person is that's giving you the stuff, he's gonna probably give you an email thing to blast the hell out of them with an email, right? And maybe get some sales. I'm not saying don't do that. It's fine. I'm just saying that's what every other freaking bot, that's what every other company from Pakistan, that's what everybody's doing, okay? If you want to make millions of dollars in sales, and hopefully you do, right? Because you're on coaching with me right now. Part of that is going to be, I got to do the stuff that other people aren't doing. Because if I just do the same canned email campaign and expect different results because some guru said, don't call people, right? If it was that easy, the guru would just send emails out and be worth $200 billion. It's not, right? You and I both agreed that because your numbers are about the same as mine. I checked this morning, I had 598 emails in my inbox. I'm sorry, guys. M.Easton at Easton University. Hi, did we just become best friends? Yes. If you email me, there's a good chance I'm probably going to miss it because I had 598 emails this morning. Here's my mobile number, y'all. 720-660-3202. Did we just become best friends? Yes, I gave you my mobile. Call me. You stand a better chance of getting through to me. Now, on those leads, here's what I would like you to say when you're calling them. I'm just going to do abbreviated, right? Because maybe we can get some other people on the session today, but abbreviated, right? You're not calling and saying, hey, I heard you wanted a new roof, right? Or, hey, I heard you wanted to increase your customer reviews or your presence on Google. If I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd love to walk you through what we do. You don't have to do any of that. Owen, you're badass. You're incredible. You're amazing. You're intelligent. You're good looking. You've got a great business offering. Okay? You can act as such. Hey, Matt, it's Owen over here with Acme Enterprises. Wanted to reach out to you personally and make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our program to get you Google reviews. Full stop. Pause. You know what they say? Thank you. My pleasure. What can I get you information on? Right? What's your biggest reason? Just out of curiosity, and I don't even know your product. I just heard it for the first time. If I was to sell it, if you hired me and it was my first minute on the job, I'd probably get some deals because you got a ton of leads that nobody's calling. I'd turn the whole business around for you probably the first afternoon without even knowing what it does. Hey, it's Matt Easton over here at Owen Incorporated. Wanted to reach out to you. I'm brand new. You're paying me minimum wage, okay? Or nothing unless I get a deal. I don't care. I'm still going to sound like I own the company. And that's going to sound like this. Hey, Owen, Matt Easton over here. Barbara. Hey, Barbara, Matt Easton over here at Owen Incorporated. Wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our customer review program. Oh, yeah, thanks, Matt. Thank you so much. Yeah, my pleasure. What can I get you information on? Well, I was just, looking around a few things, filled out a form. Just what's your biggest reason for needing reviews? Oh, well, business has been down. When you say business has been down, can you give me a specific example? Well, I mean, it's been a little bit tough. I mean, we did have one location close. We're down to 2 locations. Where are you at in terms of overall top line revenue with the 2 locations? Where do you need to be? We're at 4 million right now. We need to get back above 8 million. Are you looking to reopen that 3rd location? Actually, we'd like to keep the 2 and still be at 8 million, right? I don't even know the product and look at how skillful the conversation is going, right? When I'm ready to pivot into our QR codes, our things, just out of curiosity, what research have you done on us? Listen to what I'm saying, guys. I am never, ever, ever saying, hey, Owen, let me tell you about us. Just out of curiosity, what research have you done on us? I don't know anything about you guys. I just filled out the little form thing because I was slightly interested. Yeah, no problem. I can walk you through it. I mean, because of the fact that you said business is down, you've got 2 locations. I mean, you seem like an excellent candidate for our business review campaign. What that's going to do is allow you to, when you're right there in front of the customer, right after they've had great service, what this is going to allow you to do is have a really streamlined, skillful, and effective way for you to capture their intention when their intent is high. And what I mean by that is most of the time, you're probably like me. People are having a great experience there at the restaurant. The service is awesome. You're having a great time. Everybody's happy. It's a great moment, right? And in that moment, you're like, this place is awesome. And then you get in the car and you turn on all the garbage on the radio and the traffic's bad and somebody cuts you off and your whole mood's ruined and you forget the experience they have. But what's really cool here is business owners, what they're able to do with our program is they're able to take advantage of that moment when that customer would, when they want to, when their intent to give a review is high. Because here's the thing. Just because our intent is high at the restaurant, just because we would give a review at the restaurant, doesn't mean we're going to when we get home, doesn't mean we're going to later on, right? And here's what this is going to do. It's a nice QR code. It's right there on the coaster. We've got some great training on how to teach your people. Hey, it's as simple as taking your phone, pointing it at the coaster, and just say what you like best about your experience today. It would mean the world to us. Right? And when you can do a campaign like that, what you're going to find is, and this is where you quote your statistics, right? Your reviews go up 30%. When your reviews go up 30%, Google now puts you in the star category on the box. And then your Google My Business goes through the roof and blah, blah. All the stuff you would have talked about, Owen, when you sent them an email, all the stuff that you're putting in that email that they're not reading. Isn't that weird, guys? For all of us on the session right now. Owen just said, I send emails. Okay, Owen, I'm not trying to pick on you, okay? We're just gonna have a moment here. We're gonna have a moment here. Owen said, I send emails because nobody likes a phone call. And then Owen said, in the same breath almost, I get too many emails and I don't read them. So which is it? Right? Like, and I'm not picking on you, Owen, I'm picking on me, I'm picking on everybody on this session. We are the biggest bunch of hypocrites ever. Because in our personal lives, Owen, me, my wife Heather, Katie, all the people, Dave, Drew, all the people on the session right now, in our personal lives, we're like, garbage. Email, right? We're going through, if you're anything like me, if you're anything like most people, I'm sorry, guys, I'm a super famous, well, not super famous, I'm slightly famous. I'm a D-list celebrity, okay? I went 4 or 5 times a week, people are like, your dad's awesome, he helped grow my business, okay? I'm a D-lister, right? I'm like Tony Danza. I'm right up there with Tony Danza as far as like, can we get a selfie together? That being said, okay, I get enough emails to where once or twice a week, I'm sorry, I go into my inbox and what do? I sort by sender. What does that allow me to do? That allows me to delete in bulk. The 52 emails that I got from the roofing company, I get to delete those all at once. What else it allows me to do is my 82-year-old mother, right? I'm sorry, I miss people's emails. I see all of hers in one thing, right? So I get to talk to her about her bunions, right? I don't miss my mom's bunion. Sorry, this is what I do. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is we're hypocrites. Because I'm like, I hate emails, I don't read emails, I delete them in bulk, it's all a bunch of crap. And then I expect that my well-crafted sales coaching email is going to somehow get into Owen's box and he's going to be like, I have been waiting for an email like this. Owen's not waiting for a single email. Okay? By the way, guys, if you are going to send emails, I'm saying send the emails. You know what the email should be? Your name, Matt Easton, and then a pipe or a vertical bar, and then your phone number. That's the damn title of your email. Why? That's disruptive. That's different. And then your email is not a sales pitch. Hey, we help companies like yours increase their Google scores. Okay? By the way, you guys are probably saying this is the best thing for your business. We're the #1 solution for this. So is everybody else. I've never received one email or phone call from anybody that's like, we're the 77th best option for your business. Right? Like everybody is like, we're great. So realize that. No sales pitches anymore in your voicemails and no sales pitches in your emails. Maybe that email when you get those 1,000 leads is, there is something that every business owner is having to deal with right now. Nobody is talking about it. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of it. I'm on my mobile. which by the way is also what? The title of Owen's email. Give me a call, 720. If you guys are like, I don't want to talk to people, you are in the wrong room. I'm going to say this again. You guys can make millions of dollars. You can all have new houses. You can all have the life you wanted to have. But if you want to do that without talking to a human being, you need to go find marketing training. And you need to have a budget of about, I don't know, $11 million a month, and hope to hell that somebody buys your company because you have EBITDA coming in, right? And you're not showing any, you're not really making any profit. If you want to make a profit and you're not in some sort of arbitrage, you're not in some sort of crazy ass Amazon direct shipper thing, which by the way, those don't work either. It's just some coach saying, set this up. There is no such thing as mailbox money. We have to work, okay? But we can work skillfully. So when we get those leads, hey, wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you need. If you wanted to cold call, I just gave you the script, right? It's not, hey, I wanted to tell you about our lead referral program. It's not, hey, I wanted to tell you, hey, there's something going on that every local business is having to deal with right now. This is the voicemail. Nobody's talking about it. I just want to make sure you were aware of it. If they answer the phone when you're cold calling, which they won't, but if they do, you're going to eject. You're going to eject out of that call because you cannot call somebody and have them answer, which they don't answer, and close them all in one deal. It does not work. This is why people say calling doesn't work. This is why people say calling doesn't work. Because they're trying to go to a nightclub, meet somebody, get married, all in before freaking Kenny Loggins song is over, right? I didn't know you could meet somebody and get married to the theme of Caddyshack. You can't. You have to build a relationship, right? Building a relationship, if they call and answer, hello, right? This is a business owner. Hey, I wanted to reach out to you personally. Hey, Bob, it's Matt Easton. I'm going to let them know who I am. It's Matt Easton. I'm going to let them know how we're connected. I work with a lot of the restaurants there in Spokane. You and I are connected because I work with a lot of the locally owned restaurants there in Spokane. Okay? And then I'm going to say this. Hey, wanted to reach out to you personally because I don't think our group has helped your locations yet. Can I shoot you over a link to what we're doing so you can take a look when you have some time? Then Bob is going to go, oh yeah, absolutely. I got an oven fire, a leak, and my dishwasher didn't show up. They'll start giving you all the excuses they were going to give you because they answered the phone and thought maybe it's a sales call. It's really weird. This is why you can't one call close in sales. So you're just going to let them know who you are, how you're connected. Wanted to reach out to you personally because I don't think we've helped your teammate. Can I shoot you over a link to what we're doing? Right. I want to make sure I'm crystal clear here, guys, because I'm throwing a lot at you. You're drinking from a fire hose. I am not saying that if it's an inbound lead. If it's a lead and they reached out to me, wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because my authority goes way up. I'm saying that because my credibility goes way up. And what I'm saying is I'm saying that because, and guys, it's almost like I lay in bed at night thinking about this stuff so you don't have to. I'm giving plausible deniability. That's not just for politicians. Okay? It's not just for, what was his name, Ollie North in the 80s. You got like, man, you're old. I wasn't even alive in the 80s. Ollie North in the 80s with the Iran-Contra scandal, he had plausible deniability, right? Your plausible deniability in this case is not giving weapons to the Contras. It is, I wanted to make sure my people got you all the information you need. It's really weird when you call somebody and go, hey, how can I help you? I saw you filled out a form. How can I help you? I saw you filled out a form. I'm really excited to tell you about us. They get defensive. But when you call them and say, hey, wanted to reach out to you personally, make sure my people got you all the information you needed on our, in your case, Owen, the second case, the other case on our roofing company. Oh, thank you. They're only going to say two things. Oh, thank you. Right? And you're going to say, my pleasure. What can I get you information on? Or they're going to say, nobody's reached out to me yet. Because they haven't, because you're the only one that reaches out to them. Then you're going to say, cool, I'm glad I reached out to you. What can I get you information on? Either way, we're in the same place. What can I get you information on? Then we're going to allow them to speak. And then when they speak, we're going to say things like, what's your biggest reason for blank? What's your biggest reason for needing a new roof? Right? Well, I mean, our old roof is old and we're getting ready to sell the house. And when you say you're getting ready to sell the house, can you kind of walk me through where you're at in that process? I'm slowing down and I'm learning about the prospect. Then I'm pivoting to what, guys? It's almost like you're taking a micro dose here of eastonuniversity.com. What research have you done on us? Well, I don't know anything about you, just filled out the form. Well, because of the fact that you said you're getting ready to sell the house, you want to make sure it's done right, but you don't want to overspend because you don't want to buy tile and blah, blah, that's the new owner's going to take the benefit of it. At the same time, you want to pass inspection. We work with literally hundreds of homeowners in exactly that same situation. We're family owned and operated. We're right down the street. Does it make sense for me to have Joe swing out there today, get the drone out, take a look at the roof, and get you a quote on getting it right? And by the way, if Joe gets up there with the drone and we see that it's probably going to pass inspection even without a new roof or maybe with some slight repairs, we'll be the first one to raise our hands, let you know. Yeah! Can he be out here in an hour? Absolutely. Right? Well, it's simple, guys. Talking to people is not as hard as you think. It's just we're acting entitled when we call people. We're acting forceful when we call people. And we're acting like sales pushy people because most of the coaches out there in sales teach people to be pushy, right? And it doesn't work. This is no different than any other relationship. Right? We're not selling t-shirts. We're not selling tacos. This is not a transactional transaction. If it was, you guys wouldn't be on sales coaching. So we need to call people. We need to start doing cold call campaigns. Right? I just gave you the hooks out of eastonuniversity.com. There's plenty of those hooks. You guys can go on eastonuniversity.com and pick a hook. If you're afraid and you're like, I'm not skillful yet. I'm not skillful enough, Matt. I'm trying. I'm not a black belt in Easton University yet. I don't know if I'm comfortable with hey, there's a little secret that the top locally owned businesses are kind of sharing amongst each other. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of it. Whoa, FOMO alert, right? What's the secret? Google reviews and grabbing them at the point of intent. And what I mean by point of intent is when their meal was awesome, they love their food, everything's great, but they haven't gotten in their car and got cut off on the freeway yet. A way that they can leave reviews while they're still at the restaurant. How are you dealing with that, by the way? Right? Am I being skillful? Okay, if you're not ready for that, I'll give you one, guys. I'll give you a white belt level one that you guys can do right now. Get yourself out of obscurity. What do I mean by that? That's your biggest problem. People don't know who Owen is. They don't know what Owen does, right? Owen could make 10 phone calls a day and do this, and he would not even recognize himself financially in a year. Those 10 calls are raising his hand. That sounds like this. Hey, Matt, it's Owen with Owen Incorporated. You and I are connected because I work with a lot of the small business owners there in Spokane. Hey, I just wanted to raise my hand, let you know I'm out here. Anything you guys need in terms of making sure that those local people that are enjoying the restaurant, that come to the restaurant regularly, are sharing that news with everybody else, and making sure that everybody on Google knows how awesome the restaurant is, deal me in. I live and breathe that stuff. It's all I do. It's all I think about. I'm happy to have a discussion with you, even if you just want a second opinion or get an idea from somebody. I'm happy to help you any way I can, whether you're a client or not. I'm on my mobile, 720-660-3202. If Owen made 10 of those phone calls a day for 1 year straight, the results would be no different than Owen going to the gym and bench pressing every day for a year straight. It's not possible to not look like Arnold Schwarzenegger if you go for the gym every single day. The cool thing about this is you don't need a membership to Planet Fitness. You don't need gym clothes. You don't need to deal with people sitting on the bench. You don't need to get in your car and go to a gym. You can look buff financially by making 10 phone calls every day and just raising your hand, right? You don't have to do a sales pitch. You don't have to say, if I could have 5 minutes of your time. For sure, don't say, I'd like to learn a little bit about your business. That's gross. It's not their job to teach them about your business or you about their business. But if you just called and raised your hand and said, I'm out here, I live and breathe this stuff, I literally embarrassing. By the way, when you use the word embarrass, people come to your rescue. I'm a little embarrassed because I nerd out on this stuff, right? It doesn't go over well at parties, but anything you need in terms of getting Google reviews, in terms of making sure that the people that love your business are letting other people know how much they love their business and driving more business to your business, deal me in. I live and breathe this stuff. I am happy to have a conversation with you, even if it's you just want a second. Listen to those words, guys. I'm giving you gold, even if you just need a second opinion. I'm happy to help you. By the way, 1998, a little payroll company called ADP hired me because I owned my own business. And they're like, we need the entrepreneurial vibe here. They were smart. I was dumb. They were smart. I was dumb. They were smart. Okay? Why was I dumb? In that year, I was Rookie of the Year for ADP. In that year, I was also President's Club. That means you're at least 104% of plan, I think it was at the time. Also in that year, I happened to be the Board of Directors Award winner for the company of ADP. What's the Board of Directors Award winner, Matt? I'm glad you asked. That's the #1 person at ADP. I had 9 months. The rest of those people had the entire year to sell. Rookie of the Year, President's Club, Board of Directors. I did it in 9 months. Oh, did you have New York as your territory, Matt? No, I didn't. Did you have California, which, by the way, in 1998 for ADP was split into 2 territories, Northern and Southern. Both of those had the GDP of like several small countries all together. No, Matt, you had something better. Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. And I outsold everybody. How did I do it? 10 calls a day. Hey, you and I are connected because my name's Matt Easton. I manage all of Colorado and Wyoming and Montana for ADP. You and I are connected because your business is in Montana there. Hey, I just wanted to raise my hand, let you know I'm out here. Anything you need in terms of payroll, in terms of making sure that you're maximizing everything and keeping as much of your top line revenue as possible, deal me in. Even if you just want a second opinion on something, I'm here for you. Happy to help you whether you're a client of ours or not. I'm on my mobile. 72066. By the way, my mobile didn't even have, it was pre-BlackBerry. It was an actual flip phone. And yet I closed more business than anybody else. Why? They weren't even calling anybody. They were emailing the leads that they had. And when they did reach out to people, it was like, if I could have 5 minutes of your time, would like to walk you through switching from Paychex to ADP. Right? Meanwhile, I was saying things like, man, there is something going on that everybody's having to deal with. Nobody's talking about it. I just wanted to make sure you were, yeah, hey, what's going on? Expecting us. What's going on? Here's what's going on, the overnight lending rate. What the hell's that? That's what I said when I asked ADP, how do we make our money? So there's a little thing called the overnight lending rate. What that is a rate that you get at a bank for just holding funds. It's like, I think at the time, it was actually higher than it is now at the time. I can't remember what it was. It was like 0.13% or 1.3. I don't remember what it was. Here's what nobody knows, and here's what nobody's talking about. Okay? If you can call your payroll provider and say, hey, I want you to only hold our funds for no more than 24 hours, what you can do, and it's pretty simple. I'm not a CPA. Check with your CPA. Check with your CFO. You can actually transfer that money into your own account, your own holding bin, before it goes over to your payroll provider. Maybe I'm a little bit devious and knew that my competition had to hold those funds for an extra 48 hours. I just did the math and added up holding those funds versus not holding those funds and how much could the company recoup. Man, I checked with our, dude, I can't believe this. I actually just checked with our CPA and our CFO, and you know what they said? What did they say? They said, you're right. That's great. Cool. I'll write up the stuff. I'll send it over to you. Make sure your company knows that. Get that switched. That's called a hand grenade. Just threw it in the room and walked away. Boom! 2 weeks later, I heard a bang. They called me. Hey, they said they can't do that. Cool. Does it make sense to move everything over to ADP? Yeah, it does. Awesome. Congratulations. You made a great decision. I'll get everything over to you right now. What happens next? We're going to sign the contract. We're going to get a phantom payroll together. That means we're going to run it in tandem. So they're going to actually pay the people. But for 2 weeks, we're going to run it phantom just to make sure. And then within 2 weeks, we'll have it going. Welcome aboard. Board of Directors, President's Club Rookie of the Year. Very simple, guys. But it didn't involve not calling anybody. You guys just got to slow down. You guys got to figure out how to get people's attention, right? We got to have better, more skillful conversations and less sales pitches. If we can do that, all of us will make a lot more money.